The home we live in now, our permanent home, is new when we built it, but it wasn't custom. And when you get to build something from scratch, you make it your own from first shovel of dirt until the minute you move in. It's the whole experience that we're looking for.
It's like, okay, we're really doing it. Let's go for it. Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Ramsey, and we're the Khurenskis, and we worked with the Calhoun office of America's Home Place.
And we built a Union Modern Farmhouse. We purchased the land a couple years ago, and we just sat on it, and we thought eventually we'd like to build something.
We hadn't really had experience with custom homes per se. The home we live in now, our permanent home, is off of a plan that we picked, so there were very few things that we could customize. This is our first experience with a truly custom home builder. So when we drove up here on the cul-de-sac, we looked at this, looked at the view, looked at each other, and it's like, you know, this is just awesome.
Well, when we did decide that we wanted to build, we started looking at area organizations, and we saw a posting for a house around the corner that had America's Home Place sign, and so we snapped a picture and then made a phone call, and that started the process.
We found two plans, and they both looked super cute. This one was the larger one because it had 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. And then we found out that there's a model in Blairsville. So we drove there one day, walked in, and it just clicked. I mean, we knew this was it. And then when we found out we can customize it, it got even better. Expectations were set very well from the beginning.
We were caught up in the excitement of it, and so decided to go for it.
The kitchen area is modified quite a bit.
We really did rely heavily on Melissa and her design background and her suggestions to help us see possibilities that we didn't even necessarily know were out there. Rather than having sort of a traditional narrow hallway for the entrance from the main door, Melissa suggested doing a cutout, which really opened up the floor plan immensely.
The other thing we asked about, is there an island, an option for an island? Melissa suggested a peninsula.
We loved the light and we loved the windows, so we were like, okay, we want a lot of windows. So we ended up putting 2 double windows in the kitchen itself, with another window in the bedroom.
And the transom over the bathroom.
The window wall is definitely my favorite part.
I always told Rachel from the very first day we broke ground, I said, the moment I'm looking forward to is getting my cup of coffee, sitting out on this deck and looking out. When you look out, you see the tree, the forest. Anywhere you look, there's trees. And that's what we live for.
America's Home Place just made us feel welcomed and appreciated and a part of the process. One of the things that has really stuck with both of us is just the personability of both Melissa and Todd, and how prompt and responsive and communicative they've been.
It was more than a sales experience. It was more of a collaboration.
And seeing that progression and being a part of that creative process is really, really fun to see.
We've given tours of this house to probably 10 people that we've never met right off the road. A lot of them now are working with Melissa on homes, so we're thrilled because, you know, we're going to get to see Todd quite a bit, which could be good or bad. But also, we're going to be a community that all have worked with the same builder. I mean, it's a big decision, and the whole thing it's big. It's bigger than life.
We would definitely recommend working with America's Home Place.
Absolutely.